going on, everybody? This is your boy Unpopular Popular Opinions, and today I am doing a video comparison between the Huawei Mate 9 and the LG V20. Now, some say this may not be a fair comparison because I am filming the LG V20 in 4K. The Huawei Mate 9 is being filmed in 1080p, and let me tell you why. I've grown increasingly frustrated with the camera because I found out that although it can record in 4K, I cannot upload to YouTube in 4K from videos recorded in 4K on the Huawei Mate 9. So, if the Huawei Mate 9 does not have a 1080, if it doesn't have a 4K screen, how can I view it? I'm finding out also that even if you transfer the files to computers, that you may have trouble viewing the file. So I don't believe in handicapping. When you're comparing two phones, you should compare the best of one versus the best of the other. And these are going to YouTube. So I'm comparing the best that I can upload to YouTube. Now, you can make it fair yourself. You can watch this in 1080p. But for those of you that can watch it in 4K, watch it in 4K so you can see what the LG V20 4K in automatic mode looks like. Auto mode. This is not manual mode. I will do a separate video again for manual mode 4K. But it's like racing cars. I used to race cars. I had a 2005 GTO with 554 horsepower to the wheels. Yeah, I juiced it up a bit. I would get these guys in these rice rockets that would want to race me. You know, they have their turbo setup and all that. I'll take them to the track and spank them. You know, they're happy because they can get, you know, in the high 12s. I take them to the track and spank them. I'll get, you know 11s, sometimes 10s. Okay. Then they say, hey, well, that's not fair. Well, shouldn't have said your car was faster than mine. So then they want head starts. I don't do head starts. Your car versus mine. You said yours is faster. Okay, it's not faster, so you want a handicap. Then your car is not faster, period. Same thing goes with these devices. I'm not going to handicap a device because of the failure of another one or the omission of the capabilities of another one. So it is what it is. And here's another thing. Tech reviewers, why have you not mentioned this? You're not a tech reviewer or a good one if you have not delved into that. It should be one of the first things that you do is look at the numbers, look up the upload capabilities. There's only a few of us that actually do everything on the phone. We record on the phone, we upload on the phone. And I'll get into a more in-depth video in regards to the Huawei Mate 9 as far as the things I love about it and the things I don't like about it. But you guys should have, when you do these videos, you should say, hey, I could not upload 4K video. I had to use my computer. Everybody's so cookie cutter with their reviews these days. Nobody's in depth. But I will say something else in regards to the Huawei Mate 9. You can't zoom in while you're recording. And when you record something, you can't turn it into portrait mode and watch it in portrait mode either. If you record it in landscape, you have to watch it in landscape. You know, that kind of sucks. So now I'm going to do a test walking with it. You can check out the stabilization. They're both on an even platform. By the way, I'm at Seven Feathers in Canyonville, Oregon. You can check out the colors here. And I'll be honest with you. There are some things I look at, and the Huawei has the more accurate colors. In retrospect, there are some things I look at, and the LG V20 has the more accurate colors. The green seems to be a little more accurate on the Huawei Mate 9. Some of the other colors are pretty even. The LG V20 is definitely the better picture, better video, way sharper, way more detail. This is adding a little bit of color, a little bit more brightness to the greens in the Huawei Mate 9 at some points. At this point, I would say the LG V20 is actually more accurate with the green of this tree. The Huawei Mate 9 exaggerates it just a little bit. The color is actually somewhere in between in most of these videos, or actually in most of these images that you're seeing. The color is somewhere in between. None of these colors are accurate on screen to this bush. The ground is more accurate in the LG V20 right now. But honestly, it is somewhere in between. Now, it's kind of hard to gauge this bench here. They both seem pretty even, except the Huawei Mate 9 adds too much yellow to it. The LG V20 is actually way more accurate now that I look at it. The sign here, the Huawei Mate 9 is a little more accurate to the yellow, but it's more sharp on the LG V20. The blues it seems like it adds a little more blue to the Huawei Mate 9. It might look better, better blue in the Mate 9, but it's more accurate in the V20. They're both very impressive videos, to be honest with you. They both look very good. I just don't like the fact that I can't upload in 4K. This phone, I'm not keeping it. I did want to keep this phone until I learned that I can't upload videos in 4K. Now I'm going to try and use the 8 megapixel camera on the LG V20 while I'm recording. This is something I haven't done yet while recording. Okay, and we're continuing to record, and it works. See, I love that in the phone. That's something that doesn't get mentioned enough. So this is your wide angle lens. And what do you know, the colors seem to change a little bit. Okay, so wide angle, close angle. We're going to walk with the wide angle a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to handicap this device. You can't do wide angle on the Mate 9. It wasn't built like that. They chose to do something else with the dual camera, and I'm not mad at that. I do like both of them. And we're going to end it on this note.